Hi everyone, it's Zoe here again. Hi, thanks for all of your support and following me on this YouTube channel and on this journey and coming along with me on this journey. It's been an interesting one from my perspective, and hopefully you guys are enjoying it too. This video is actually a big one. It's about the first time that I met my dad, which was on Sunday, and today is Wednesday. So I have a dad, and he, everything is adding up. We haven't done like the official DNA test or anything like that, and I don't know if we will, but I'm pretty sure he's my dad. So I'm going to talk a little bit about kind of leading up to it. And I did make a little video. I think the last video I posted was about me and just preparing for that meeting. And, it is interesting. Like, what do you talk to your dad about the first time you meet him after 34 years, your whole life of not knowing him? And I did write down some questions in my little journal, but I ended up not bringing them with me because I don't know. I decided I was just going to let the Lord kind of drive, take the wheel, if you will. And the day of, I was really nervous, and I ended up, I was pulling out of the driveway to go down. I had to drive about an hour, 45 minutes to go to my aunt's house. I met him at my aunt's house, and it was just the three of us, my aunt, who I'd asked to host and kind of facilitate everything, and then my dad and me. And so it was a 45-minute drive, and I almost crashed into the babysitter's car on my way out. My husband was out of town, so he wasn't here watching the kids, but I was just so nervous, and I forgot like a bunch of stuff, and I had to turn around and come back home. And so it was probably nice that I had that nice long ride, and I had the radio cranked up in my car, of course, and I was really just anxious and a little fearful. I don't know if I've said this in other videos, but I don't think my mom really wanted me to know who my dad was back in the day. And, my cousin brothers were like, be careful. A lot of people are like, are you going to be safe? And so I guess I was a little scared just because of the way other people were reacting. And then, some memories of just, I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but just there was a little fear in me. So it was interesting. I turned on the radio, and a song by Zach Williams came on. It was Fear is a Liar. Yeah, I was like, thanks, Zach. And then one of my favorite artists came on, Toby Mac, and it was the Speak Life song, which and there was like a few other songs, and I don't remember what they were, but it was really telling me to have a positive attitude on this. Like, when I met my aunts, I basically spilled my whole life to them, like all the yuck and everything. And for some reason, God was putting it on my heart to be strong and forgiving and loving, and just I felt like I needed to be the stronger person, especially considering the very little information that I do have about my dad and the struggles that he's had. I felt like I was being called to be the stronger one. So also, another thing, I've been reading this book that my friend Kelly recommended to me. It's probably backwards, but there it is. Daring Greatly by Brene Brown. And it basically, the other day it said, I am not what has happened to me, I am what I choose to become. That's a quote from Carl Jung that she quotes in here too. And I just think that's so true. And I think God's timing is always perfect. And so that's just what's been on my heart these days. So, just choosing forgiveness, I guess, and not going to those dark places that I could go to. So, I pull up to my aunt's home and just immediately felt very welcomed and saw the man that I had seen in the pictures that my family had sent to me. And there he was standing right there, and I just hugged him. It's like, hi, hi, Dad. Like, let's hug. And he's super skinny. He's just a cute old man. But it was fun. And then, we actually share, like, he has green eyes. I don't know if you can see my eyes, but he has green eyes, and I feel like his smile, and he and I definitely share a smile, although he has a mustache, so you can't really see his smile as much, but I feel like we have the same smile. And so that was really fun to be like, oh, kind of like what physical things do we share? And that was cool. And we hugged, and he was crying, and I cried a little, and I think it was an amazing day, and we just had we had a lot of stories that we shared, and I didn't get too into all the darkness in my life, but a little bit. And I know, like, when I told him my mom passed away, he teared up a lot, and I don't know, it just, yeah. And I told him about how my uncle, like, really took good care of me when I was younger, and so anyway, it was good. And then he told me a lot of stories about himself, like he used to travel around the country and work random jobs, and like he's really good at construction stuff, so that's really cool. And he's just done a lot of really neat things with his life, not traditional things, and he certainly leads a different style of life than I do. So it was fun to really hear those stories, and he loves music, and he's super talented with his music and with his handiwork, construction type stuff. So that was really cool to hear. So that meeting lasted about 2 hours, and then I had to pick up my husband from the airport. But I am going to, I'm hoping to pursue this relationship. I think my dad's really excited about being a grandpa, which my kids haven't met him yet. My husband, like, no one's met him yet except me in my family. And I guess I'm kind of nervous for my family to meet my other family, like my new family. But I'm excited for it too. Like, I would like to have my husband come meet everybody first, and then maybe my kids. But I'm still being cautious too, just because of the things my dad struggles with. I don't want to put too much on my family yet. And, but I know my kids are really excited to meet him. And he got him yo-yos. He got him little yo-yos. It was so cute. And my son in particular was just playing with his yo-yo like all week. And I was like, who gave that to you? He's like, my new grandpa. Just so cute. So it's exciting. But, I'm still kind of cautious, like I said. But, so this weekend, I get to, my aunt is hosting a little get-together because my grandma is actually flying into town. Yay! So I'm going to get to meet my grandma this weekend on Saturday. And something I should probably mention too is I'm kind of nervous about meeting my grandmother because, again, these are just rumors and hearsay, but she may have known about me before, and my mom may have even called her and told her that her son had a baby, or that her son was the father of her baby, my mom's baby. So that'll be interesting. I don't know if I'll bring it up at the meeting or not, but I'm hoping that I get the courage to ask more questions of my grandmother about that time, and also my dad. I didn't really ask too much about if he had seen me or, knew about me too much. I guess he did kind of mention that he felt like there was a hole in his heart, and now he feels like that piece is being restored. So that was really sweet. And I also get to meet a cousin, which I haven't actually met any of my cousins yet, even though my cousin Matt is the one that found me on Ancestry. I haven't met him because he's overseas. So I actually get to meet one of my cousins. So that's exciting. And then my other aunts, my aunts will be there that I've met, and then my dad might be there too. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna have like a little coffee date together, and I'm really excited about that. So it's also Easter weekend, so Sunday I'm spending time with my my side of the family, my mom's side of the family. And it's so neat how God works. All of this is happening over Easter. And, it just goes to show how far forgiveness can really, really go. And I've decided to open myself up and to forgive, and all I've felt was love and blessings because of that. And so if you guys have someone that needs your forgiveness, I would just ask you to think about it and really pray about it, and see if you can find it in your heart to really forgive that person. Or, if you need forgiveness, like, to just pray about that too, because I definitely need to be forgiven for a lot in my life. But I just felt led to share that with you guys because none of us are perfect. We are all flawed, and I think making ourselves vulnerable and just connecting with each other is something I've found so healing in this journey, and it's the way that I can continue on with my life and see the good in everything. So thanks, you guys, for continuing to follow me on this journey, and I'd love to share with you guys how my meeting of my grandma goes. So if you'd like to see that video, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. And then if you want to go ahead and like the videos just to encourage me and give me some strength to share this information with you, that'd be wonderful. And then any comments, any positive comments that you want to share, that's always so sweet too. You guys, I'm just so thankful for everybody that God's brought into my life, and you guys are just the best. So thanks, you guys. Have a great weekend, whenever you're watching this, and I hope to see you in the next video. Thanks, you guys. Have a great night. Bye.